years. The handle on this sanity broken. I guess I slipped away. Just give me something good. Give me something finer than what I need.
Welcome to Eagle Vision for Thursday, November 14th, 2019. I'm Sarah, and today's top story highlights DECA's Christmas Child Drive.
And we're down here in the happy place, and the happy place is
Miss Smith, C4, yay!
C4, yay! And we are here to talk about Operation Christmas Child. Now, this is a senior, and her name is
Mayeli.
And she is going to start by telling us a little bit about Operation Christmas Child. What is it?
It's a organization that helps people like kids in war-torn areas be able to get like Christmas presents or have some sort of Christmas. So in our
Yay, that was very good. All right, and now they can pack boxes in first block. First blocks are going to pack boxes, right?
Yes. Every first block, it's just one box that every first block should do. So you can get these toys at like Dollar Tree and then just like a bunch of small ones, but you should have at least like one wow toy, one big toy that should like excite them or something like that.
Something plush.
Something plush. Things like a doll or like a big toy, like a little car, something like that. But then you can also have small things like little bouncy balls. You can have, even since this is going to families that might have a bunch of like different kids of different ages, you can include things like baby clothes, little shoes, and then things like toiletries. Yes.
There you go.
So if you have no liquid soaps or anything like that, so if you have like a soap, put it in like a little plastic bag. There's a little what's it called, towel in here that they can use. We have a little, what's this called, Buzz Lightyear toy, toothbrush with a Band-Aid, just any small thing like that you can find at Dollar Tree, and that would help give them some sort of Christmas.
Right. No liquids, no perishables, no chocolate because that melts.
No war toys either, because these are going to children in war-torn areas and they don't need that.
Right. Do we have a little brochure?
No, we don't.
Okay, so there's no brochure, but you want to pack boxes for a specific age. So you're going to try to target boys from like 7 to 10 and things like that. So be mindful of that when you are packing your box. Would y'all like to say anything else?
London can go on and say what she needs to say.
No liquids, no war toys, no food. Just make a good box for kids. No bubbles, no hand sanitizer, none of that stuff. No liquids, just a nice box for kids to play. Yeah.
All right.
There you go. And that was Miss Smith interviewing just through a child.
One more thing. Okay, this is really important. If the first block classes decide they want to do more than one box, we will give you a free chicken and biscuit, whichever class collects at least 10 boxes or more. And the class that collects 10 boxes or more, whichever one collects the most, we will give them a free chicken and biscuit breakfast.
Right. She says 10 or more because she doesn't want a class to make 3 boxes and then give them a chicken biscuit party.
Right.
She wants a lot of boxes, and then once you get to 10 and you start going, then you're going to be in the running for the prize.
Yes.
Okay, so we're down here in the happy place.
No, my clock is wonderful.
Loudest clock in the building.
No, they judge my clock.
It is. We're allowed to judge that. It's awful.
Student Council is currently running a food drive. Here's Mr. Lewis and Samantha with the story.
Samantha doesn't know what she's supposed to talk about. Can you run get that paper from Miss Satcher real quick? All right, we're back. We're back, and the drive hasn't ended yet, although we thought it might have ended by the time it took Patrick to go get the information. So here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a food drive going on, and who is sponsoring the food drive?
Student Council.
We know that part. It's student council, and when does it end?
November 22nd.
And you need to place items in the box in the commons, or you can turn them into...
Your first block.
Okay, you're messing with the background there. Just stop. There you go. All right, to feed over how many families?
600 families. That's a lot of families.
So we need a lot of food.
So we need a lot of food.
Okay, what are some of the food items that we need?
Green beans, fried onions, yellow cake mix, cornhole or cream, cream of chicken, cream of mushroom, and chocolate frosting.
Okay, corn whole, like whole kernel corn, not cornhole the game.
Oh, yeah.
They don't want cornhole the game. They want whole kernel corn.
Yeah.
Okay? They want green beans, cans of green beans. They want cans of cream of chicken, which is on the soup aisle.
Mm-hmm.
They want cans of cream of mushroom soup, which is on the
Soup aisle.
the soup aisle. They need a yellow box of fried onions, or small box, excuse me, of fried onions. I'm not exactly sure why they're collecting fried onions boxes, but okay. Yellow cake mix.
Yellow cake mix.
Okay, get the Duncan Hines. Let's go classy with this. And then chocolate frosting. And we are trying to collect all of this food by November
22nd.
which is the Friday before we get out for
Thanksgiving break.
Yes. Okay, student council, canned food drive. Right now, we need everyone to participate. You can drop the food off into the huge box in the commons, or you can bring it to your first block teacher. It is for a good cause. Anything else you'd like to add?
No, that's it.
It's now time for today's birthdays. Happy birthday to Anaya Atkins, Tasia Briston, Rebecca Madison, Jalen Pittman, Bakiria Powell, Zemina Reyes, and Madison Sutter. Happy birthday. Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Cleveland, Mississippi, a small town about an hour and 45 minutes south.
Tell us about your years in high school.
I went to Cleveland High School, which is a small high school in Cleveland, Mississippi. I was an honor student, did a little track. That's why I got exposed to being a teacher. My favorite teacher was actually the algebra teacher. So I kind of followed in her footsteps a little bit.
What was a pivotal moment in your teenage years?
Ooh, teenage years. Probably was when I started visiting colleges and realized there was something after high school because my mom didn't go to college. And I wasn't exposed to that lifestyle or that opportunity until I started visiting colleges and realizing, okay, there's something left after high school that will allow me to make some money. So I think that was the change in my life.
Tell us about your college experience.
Well, I went to Delta State, which is also in Cleveland. I had fun there. The professors knew my mom, so I had to stay out of trouble. And I would say they were very welcoming. They were very helpful. It was a small community, but they had high expectations for us. Like, I had to meet the expectations of my professors because they knew my mom, because she worked in the community.
How did you choose the college that you attended?
Well, actually, my mom had just had my baby sister. So when I was 18, she had the baby girl. So I decided to stay home to help. And I ended up at Delta State. My first choice was going to be Jackson State, but I stayed home.
What led you to become a teacher?
Well, I could probably say a little bit was my favorite teacher, who was an algebra teacher at Cleveland High School. And when I was in middle school, I struggled with math, believe it or not. I struggled with math. And so I decided I need to go back to teaching and help other students. In my area, the students scored low on their scores because we had like predominantly black schools, and you know, it's a difference in those schools and they need a lot of help. So that's what I wanted to do. I feel like me failing in middle school that was also occurring when I graduated from Delta State. So I decided, okay, let's try teaching, and I've been doing it ever since.
What's something outside of school that you're passionate about?
I enjoy going to church and spending time with my family. I don't have like favorite hobbies yet. I'm 40 plus and I haven't gained a hobby. I like different things. So right now it's the kids and church.
Tell us something that you've always dreamed about doing, something on your bucket list.
Going back to school is something I've been dreaming about since I got to DeSoto County, which was about, I'm gonna say 11 years ago maybe. And so I've applied and I got accepted, so hopefully within a year I'll be back in school being able to be a math coach or something of that nature.
What's something students might not know about you?
Most students don't know that I actually come from an area that we used to call the projects. I grew up in a single parent home who struggled, just like most of their parents may be doing now. However, my mom made me go to college, and she said, you know, you don't have an option. You have to have a life better than mine. So I think if more kids knew that about some of us, that we, you know, came from struggling families also, and we still, you know, pursued higher degrees and went to college, and that they would see that that could be done and they may make better choices. So, yes.
What's something that you love about this school?
Ooh, I love the fact when I came to Horn Lake, everyone was very welcoming, starting with Mr. Orr. When I decided to interview, I was very nervous. Wasn't sure if I would get the job, but Mr. Orr offered me the job, and ever since I've had opportunities of growth. I have improved my teaching skills. I have become like friends with some of the people I work with because I've been here a few years now. I enjoy the atmosphere. I love the fact that we are always working on getting better here.
It's now time for today's announcements. Pay attention, we're moving fast. We have lots of video content that you don't get to see here on the show. Head to hornlakehigh.com and hit the subscribe link to get full access of our YouTube library. Seniors, it's time to start submitting pictures and videos for this year's Spring Senior Video. You can submit pictures and videos of your friends and you from this year as well as past years. Teachers, please allow the seniors to pull out their phones and send the pictures and the videos to hornlaketv@gmail.com. That's it for today's episode here at Horn Lake. We are better students, always going and expecting more. Stay tuned for your lunch meetings and athletic schedules. We'll see you here tomorrow. Have a fantastic day.
I've been ready to lay down still and break the fewest tears, conceiving a new angel child to live 1,000 years. The handle on this sanity broken. I guess I slipped away. Just give me something good. Give me something finer than what I need. You've been thinking that it's all just a fairy tale float around the sun. Won't you try to get your last wish written down and hope you'll grant it one? It's sure a shame when the clock stops ticking and there's not a whole lot to say, but give me something good. Give me something finer than what I need. Need to be understood. Is there something missing? Something I don't see? Just give me something. All of these footsteps are wasted. How could I decide to stay? half of this young life wasted, wondering how I wound up this way. Oh, I've been trying so hard not to break down. Looks like I'm all alone, and tragedy is not as forgiving. I guess I'm on my own. Have mercy when it's raining in the sunshine, but damn it, it